Hi everybody, and welcome to week 2 of my cookery course. And I hope you're enjoying eating your plant-based foods and have got round to getting through all those recipes I sent out last week. So this week we're working on really what we started with, which was cook once, eat twice. So we're going to be doing more of those kind of recipes. Ideally, we cook a double batch, and we either have it for dinner, then we have it for lunch in a different way. And all my ideas that I'm giving you are to help you become a more instinctive cook. So you've got your basics in the fridge and in the store cupboard, and you just know how to marry the right flavours with the right foods. So my gift is to give you as many ideas and recipes as possible. By the end of the 6 weeks, you'll be able to put all those recipes. I would get a plastic folder and start putting them all in, so at the end you'll have a really great binder of recipes to use. So this week I'm focusing on cauliflower. Now cauliflower, I always remember eating, you probably do as well, was always like the worst vegetable to have. It never had any flavour, it was kind of covered in a white thick sauce, gloopy sauce. And I remember eating it with spices in a Moroccan restaurant. So I've done a recipe with chili and za'atar seasoning. Za'atar seasoning is great to have in your store cupboard as a tool to really make your food shine and your palate sparkle. So that's a great recipe. I've just talked about the health benefits of cauliflower. And I've done a couscous recipe, a bit like rice. You stir fry it. It's best to stir fry rather than steam or boil. Don't boil, because you just boil away all the joy, all the goodness of all vegetables. Stir frying is a good way because you're just being cooked and you're just picking up some flavours, and it really works well with olive oil, garlic, onion, chilli. So I've done a few of those cauliflower recipes. Great pizza base as well. I've served it as a pizza to Freddie, my son, and he just thinks nothing of it. So it's great if you're paleo. That's a great option as well. I've also done a quinoa recipe. Now quinoa is a key ingredient that we need to eat, along with the brown rice and the quinoa. It's a great staple when you're having a plant-based diet. It's got the amino acids, so that's the protein that we're not getting from the meat. And I've made a delicious sweet sour kind of dressing. Again, make that in a bulk, in a jar, and that's great just for drizzling on your day after recipe to turn it into something new. Great for meat eaters too, and I know some of us are still eating meat, which is all fish. It's absolutely fine, and you're just inquisitive as to how plant-based cooking is. So that's a great recipe to serve with lamb, chicken, fish. Everybody will love that recipe. Turmeric. So we all know turmeric is super important to include in every day, really, in drinks. So I've done a really special almond latte, as I don't drink coffee anymore. I miss the froth. And so I've used golden paste, which is made up of cayenne pepper, black pepper and coconut oil, and that's how you should always have turmeric, and that absorbs into the body the best way. Or you can make it yourself or buy it yourself. I'll put some links up on the website so you know where I get my turmeric from. So I've done a piece about turmeric and sauerkraut. Now sauerkraut is what I seem to put on everything. Soups, salads, most of my food will have a bit of sauerkraut in it. So this is one I made with just white cabbage. The recipe I've given you, there we go, sorry I can't feed it to you, but it's really delicious, is with mixed vegetables. So you've got carrot, courgette, peppers, and it takes some time. You can make it just with salt. Such a simple recipe, making sauerkraut. It just takes time. But I tend to put starter culture in my sauerkraut just to get it moving along, because I'm impatient. So I'll give you a link for that as well, the starter culture. You can get it in probably most health food stores. These are my lovely jars. I try not to use Tupperware. These are Pyrex glass bowls, so better for the environment. Then I wanted to talk to you, but yes, rainbow salad. So I often find at the end of the week, when I open my fridge door, at the bottom there's a whole load of courgette, an odd carrot, a bit of kale. So I've made a salad that incorporates all those recipes, a use it up rainbow salad. Just to kind of, we don't want to waste food, we really don't. It just goes to rot and it doesn't help the environment. Then I've done a roast pumpkin. Now pumpkin is such a great staple again in a plant-based diet. So I make that into steam it and then just mash it up or roast it. Actually roasting it gives it a wonderful sweetness along with sweet potato. But I've added some chilli, some garlic, salt and pepper, a drizzle of olive oil, and in the oven for 35-40 minutes, and you just mash it down. Delicious warm with coconut. This is coconut yogurt. This is my favourite yogurt. Koyo it's called. We're going to be making our own coconut yogurt, by the way, so it's very expensive. This cost, I think I paid something $11 or $12 for it. Actually possibly more. So coconut milk is not difficult to make, so we're going to make that next week when we do breakfasts. So that's the roast pumpkin, and I just wanted to talk to you about the 5-finger rule. When you are developing your own recipes and you want to make sure that you're going to have everything that you need, all the right nutrition and components, just use your fingers. Fruit and vegetables, carbs, protein, fats and water or fluids. Okay? 5-finger rule. Fruit and vegetables, carbs, protein, fats and fluids. That makes a balanced, nutritious meal. When you're looking for protein, super seeds, just make that super seeds with the hemp, the pumpkin, the sesame seeds, the sunflower seeds. Sprinkle that on your food, and that's your protein. What else did I want to tell you about? I think that is all. Oh, apart from tofu. I've done a little piece about tofu. Now, sadly, tofu is not very good for us. You may or may not know that. But it's basically a processed food that is not an awful lot of health. There aren't any health benefits of it, basically. But tempeh is the good side of tofu, which is it's marinated. And sorry, it's not marinated, it's fermented. So again, it's a fermented food, which is great for our gut. This is quite a nice one because it's got some spices in, and it has a bit of a pasty flavour. It gets a bit of getting used to, but just get practicing with it, get some flavours in it. All the flavours I've given you in the recipes, really pile it into this and then add it to your stir fry. So I've done a red Thai curry with tempeh this week. If you're going to use tofu, I can't say I'm Mother Teresa. Sometimes I use tofu. Okay, I do. Hands up. You can add it, maybe once or twice every other week. Does that make sense? But rarely. Don't feel, oh, I've got to eat tofu because I'm now, vegetarian or vegan or I'm on a plant-based diet. It's not a great alternative for us, but that is tempeh. All right. Okay, so that is it. Oh, these are marvellous. These are my food coverings instead of cling film, and I know I get through a lot of cling film. I have done in my life. These have been great. They're reusable. They just fit over the top. They go into the fridge, and I'm not using all that plastic. So again, those are on my website. There's a great company called Biomi that I get all my little kind of eco bits from. So my link is on my in my corner shop. If you go to my corner shop on my website, that's where you'll find it all. Crock jars, kombucha, starters, the whole thing. So, okay, so good luck this week. I hope you love the recipes and are cooking fervently. And I shall see you next week. We're going to do breakfasts. And this, I'll just show you, a sneak preview. This is a spirulina, coconut, goji berries, buckwheat, chia seeds, granola. And it looks fabulous. And you have that with, I love it, with warm cashew milk. Amazing. So, more of that next week. Enjoy the recipes this week, and I shall see you next week. Okay, bye for now.